It was beautiful. It was beautiful to be back in the building. It's beautiful to be back in the building, seeing just the energy there, being around the young men, the incoming guys, and obviously guys who's already there. And like you said, too, we was able to see some familiar faces. Started off. I felt like we did did a ton of talking, but it's kind of introducing ourselves and just kind of getting to know the coaches with a bunch of random conversations, which were definitely, I believe, necessary to build that rapport. That was something that we've been wanting, and we were hoping that we were going to get the opportunity to do under this new style. And the amount of love that we received from those new coaches, it was like overwhelming love.
Juice is the swagger that you have to carry all the time.
Yeah. There go them boys.
The boys are back from a good long trip. Quick trip.
Great trip.
Great trip.
Great trip out to Las Vegas, man.
Man, out there in the bluegrass. Ooh, but it was icy. Icy like 10, 17. But it was icy out there, boy.
Hey, did you know that? Were you expecting for it to be snow on the ground when you got there?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Cause I knew, they had that bad snowstorm that weekend before, and I knew that like the temperatures weren't finna go up to 50s, 60s for it to like melt. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was gonna stay like in the teens. So right. I think you know, it'll snow first, and then that cold weather turn into ice. So I know I was expecting to see something, knowing how the weekend was before.
I was looking at the weather all week, but I don't know why I didn't think it was gonna be snow on the ground.
Bro, it was. It felt like we was. You know what I'm saying? Like we was staying in Woodland Glen.
Woodland Glen. Hey, come on, man. They don't know about the stoop.
They don't know about the stoop. Remember, you know what I'm saying, man? We used to abandon the stoop when it got cold, though.
Hey, yeah, we inside.
We were nowhere near the stoop when it got cold.
All right, man. Jeff, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Them Juice Boyz back in Florida.
Back. Well, it's cold here too now.
It was ice on my car this morning.
Ice?
I'ma send the pic. We gonna make sure the picture here. It was ice on my vehicle.
Bro, I can't believe I turned my heater on, man. I've been, I like it cold in the crib, but I had to turn that heat on, man. My AC got down to the 50s. I was like, all right, Joe, you can't keep doing this now. The inside temperature was like 50. I was like, all right, bro, you gotta heat it up a little bit. So I just turned my heater to 70. Nothing, you know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy.
Well, man, let's go and get into it. Let's get into it, man. Since we turning the heater on.
What?
Hey, Juice Boy Dirt. I'm still Juice.
And it's your boy Jeff.
And we back with a good one. We back with another one, man. Like we said, back from Las Vegas, back where we belong, in the Sunshine State.
What?
In the Sunshine State. Man, we gonna get right into this one right here, man. We're gonna recap. Recapping this weekend, man. It was, like we said, it was a great weekend. It was a great weekend. But I'll pitch it to you. How was your week? How was your weekend, brother? How was your weekend? What was, take me to the Bluegrass Airport. You getting out of MCO. You leaving MCO in the Bluegrass Airport, and stop me right before you get to Junior Day, and then we gonna press in.
Bro, so I flew into Cincy, bro. Las Vegas thinking the Bluegrass Airport. They thinking they're a private airport, man. I don't know why the tickets be so high. Flying in the Lex, but I flew in the sense, my boy JoJo Kemp came to scoop your boy up. So that Thursday, me and JoJo was just chilling, man. We was just in the crib. We got my flight was delayed, bro. My flight was delayed for like 3 hours. So I got into Lex 3 hours later than when I was supposed to. So I think I was supposed to get to Lex I really was supposed to get to Lex at like 4:30. But I ended up getting to Lex like 6:37. And then, getting off the plane, getting out there. So we didn't get to Lex probably like a little bit after 8. So we ended up grabbing like Wingstop, went back to the crib, but we just chopped it up all night, to be honest, bro. Like me and JoJo was just catching up, he put me on game or whatnot, just catching up. I ain't seen my boy in a minute. And then Friday came around.
Wait, hold on, bro.
Talk to me.
Don't just skip over the Wingstop. Like Wingstop don't deserve a
pause. Oh, matter of fact, I'm tripping. Wingstop and Lex do deserve a pause. I'm tripping. I'm glad you said that because they got new flavors over there. I don't know why we ain't got no flavors here in Florida, but Wingstop got like 3 new flavors out there in Lex. I ended up grabbing a sweet garlic honey rub or something like that. A sweet garlic hot honey rub.
What?
Bro, it was so good, bro.
They ain't doing that down here.
But they got they got the sweet garlic hot honey rub, and then they got a sweet sriracha hot honey rub. And I was like, we ain't got none of that. We just got the hot honey rub. We ain't got them 2 other flavors. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. So going out to Lex, I seen a Publix. They done brought by Joe Crib, but they don't build a Publix by Joe Crib. They don't build a Plaza by Joe Crib. They got a Publix, and then they got like the Wingstop connected to it. So, Lex on the come up, but no, that Wingstop stop was real good, bro. And then so fast forward to Friday, me and JD got a hoop session in, bro. Me and JD were talking about it. I was like, bro, we gonna be able to hoop when I come down there. They're like, yeah, they hoop Fridays at 12. So I ended up sliding to the mall. I done caught some Anthony Edwards, bro. And I only wear Adidas when I hoop, bro. So I was kind of shocked about myself. But
how they felt?
But they felt good, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Okay. But your boy was sniping, bro. I ain't hoop since. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't hoop since October, but I ain't really lose none. I ain't gonna lie, like, bro. Me and JD team, we went 8-0, bro. 8-0s.
Okay.
Sweat, like, okay. I damn near average about 2 to 3 threes a game, bro. I was hitting it like no cap. Out of those 8 games, no cap, bro. I had about 15, 16 threes. Like between 15 and 20 threes, I ain't gonna lie. I was like,
the light work.
You feel that was a little light work, cause, bro, it's another thing. This is gonna be kind of off topic, but I ain't even gonna lie, bro. So the later half of my career, when I kept getting hurt, bro, and I felt like I was doing more rehab than actually, playing, like perfecting my craft. I ain't gonna lie, not that when I hoop and stuff, I ain't gonna lie, like I do kind of like I kind of find myself, I do play timid a little bit, only because you know what I'm saying, like I got to back my mind, like I don't want to get hurt or nothing like that. So I ain't gonna lie, I do find myself playing a little timid with like maybe on this little play where I could have went extra hard, but like my mind would be like, oh, I don't want to tweak nothing. I don't know. The body gonna let you know. So the gym was playing that like. It was a good gym, bro, but it was kind of the flows are kind of a little slippery, bro. So I wasn't, JD Hill hooping now. I ain't gonna say JD went crazy, but with me, I'm like, once I see how the flows are kind of tricky a little bit, bro, like, let me just stay around the 3-point line. I ain't finna do nothing crazy. Like, I ain't finna be trying to, you know what I'm saying, do nothing crazy. But yeah, but we did that, bro. We did that. And then, we're gonna met with Pete. On the staff, I met with Pete Friday, had a real good conversation, went in the building, met a few former cats in there, B Juice, Bunchy, and C Love. Got to see Coach Pruitt. So it was real good going in the building, seeing familiar faces. And then after that, JD took me to this bodega spot that was hitting.
Okay, tell me about the bodega.
Bro, he took me to a bodega spot. What made it dope was, you walk, it's like a corner store, like. It looked like a gas station, like it's like a corner store, but they got a menu of food. So I ended up, I think JD got like some lamb chop, got the lamb chop gyros, but I just grabbed me a little burger. I think grabbed me like a little cheeseburger and fries. But it was busting though, like it was busting, bro. It was good.
1 through 10.
Bro, so it was, I give it like an 8.5.
Oh, that's solid.
Yeah, 8.5. It was hitting like. The only thing that was off was like the bun that they use. I don't know if it was like I don't know, like it was like some type of seed, some sesame seed bun. Like I don't know, it wasn't like it wasn't like a typical Burger King, but it was like a sesame seed bun. Like, but like I said again, it was still good though. It was still good though. So I give like an 8.5. Next time I'll probably try like the lamb chop gyro that JD had.
I'm trying to hit that sound. That sound. They had something. They had wings and stuff in there too.
Yeah, wings. Yup, they had wings and stuff. Different type of burger, chicken sandwiches. They had like so you get the chicken gyro, you get the lamb chop gyro, like different type of. Then they had like an Indian style menu. So they had a broad menu. So
we gotta get the name of that.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, but I went to that, and then but yeah, I just chilled at the crib until Saturday, and then we can touch on the junior day. Cause I ain't see you till Saturday. I ain't see you Friday, huh?
Right. No, we linked on Saturday.
Okay, we linked on Saturday. Yeah, we linked on Saturday.
Saturday morning at the Great Bagel, we popped it off.
Oh yeah, we popped it off early. I forgot we popped it off early Saturday.
We popped it off early. Yeah, man. Nah, that's good. That's good right there.
Yeah, I was a little productive, bro. I was moving around a little bit. It was cold, trying to stay warm. Had my thermal long sleeve, had my long johns on, everything that I was wearing.
Man, them long johns. I'm talking about. I felt like the whole time I was pulling my pants up the whole time. I ain't know my pants was falling down. Oh, it's the long john.
Bro, same, bro. They ain't had to. My long johns, they kind of drunk a little bit, bro. But I got a medium, bro. I thought medium was massage.
Me too.
That's funny. Hey, that's funny. That's on wood loose. That's funny, bro. That's funny.
Yeah, but they definitely work though. They definitely did what they're supposed to.
Yeah. You was smart. You brought your gloves. I forgot my gloves going to the facility, man. You was smart then.
The gloves. I picked up the gloves last minute, and them things came in plenty work. Plenty work. Them things came in handy.
That wind was biting, man. But yeah, bro, tell them how we started off Saturday, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, Saturday we popped it off. Yeah, Saturday we popped it off early. We had the junior day. Had Cuz out there. I was, chauffeuring him around. He had his junior day up at Kentucky. It was great to see. Great to see that. And obviously, we're gonna dive into that. But Great Bagel started it off. Great Bagel set the tone for the day.
Bro, that was such a good pull, bro. And that's a must when we go down there. So
it's a must. It's been, man, what, 10 years?
Longer than that, yeah. Oh, you talking about since we had it?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Cause the last few times we went to Les, we ain't slaughtered Great Bagel, I don't think.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. So it was good. It was good going back. It was good going back to that. Seeing that. Ain't much changed with that. The food, the taste, ain't nothing changed with that. And then I'm drinking dirty chai teas, dirty chai, espresso in there. So that was something new. I'm new to the espresso game. Nespresso. I'm new because I don't even know which one it is, but I'm new to it.
I showed them.
Yeah, it's all right. We rolled with it. But we started there. Then junior day, we had junior day starting up. That started up around 9-ish, 9 or so, a little bit after that. Got to come in, man, shake a lot of hands, meet, see some. First it was beautiful. It was beautiful to be back in the building. It's beautiful to be back in the building, seeing just the energy there, being around the young men, the incoming guys, and obviously guys who's already there. And like you said, too, we was able to see some familiar faces. So started off. I felt like we did a ton of talking, but it's kind of introducing ourselves and just kind of getting to know the coaches with a bunch of random conversations, which were definitely, I believe, necessary to build that rapport. That was something that we've been wanting, and we were hoping that we were going to get the opportunity to do under this new staff. And the amount of love that we received from those new coaches, it was like overwhelming love, overwhelming love. And you could tell that it was authentic. Man, you could feel the energy in the building. Even seeing the recruits moving around, with the coach, coaches mingling with them. you know, and again, yeah, the recruits doing their thing, and again, just seeing the operation, you know, kind of just seeing the operation, and everything was, you know, it was flowing. I know you and I, we was out there, we was working with one of the former cats, Fred Ferrier. So we was out there, you know, getting some work in.
Got a chance to do a training session, man.
Yep. So you know, that was real good. Shout out to Fred, man. He an awesome kid, great kid.
Shout out to him and his moms, man. Him and his moms, real good people.
Great people. I wish he had another year in blue.
Oh yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah, it's just time to go get the bag. So that was good. That you know, that was good. I guess touching on the junior day, and I throw it back to you. Touching on the junior day, it was, you know, it was great to see those guys. My cousin Yuto Karamar Johnson, man, the Kentucky staff showed them, you know, a crazy amount of love. You know, he got the opportunity to sit down with the head man. Coach Stein got a nice office, a nice view, a beautiful view. So you know, man, that's it. And looking at it, it's all white. You know, it's all snow. You know, sitting down with Stein and again Pete. So man, that was great. Saw a lot of good looking prospects in the building. You know, high school guys. A lot of good looking high school guys coming in. So man, that was great. And honestly, I know we were outside. We spent a lot of time outside. We'll touch on that. But from initially coming into the building, shaking hands, seeing how everything was being ran, it was beautiful. It was beautiful, and gave me it. I almost got like, and it just brought me right into it. You know what I mean? Like I felt, and I felt, you know, just hop right into it. So I felt, and I would say the same for yourself. It was good, man. It was very good. I know that also we saw some of the receipt. You know, we saw the cues outside. Some of the skilled players out there getting it in. So you know, that was good to see in that monarch. We were able, we were able to see that too. So tell me a little bit about, you know, kind of what you saw. You know, what you saw out there. What you liked about, you know, those guys being, you know, just, you know, kick it to me, man. Kick it to me. What did you see out there in the indoor portion when you had the cleats on getting that work?
Yeah, but no, it was nice to see the guys out there putting in work, getting a throwing session in on a Saturday. You know, while Junior Days was going on, I know some of the families was able to come in and watch those guys put in work.
Yep.
So that was one thing I like, because I'm trying to, you know, because I always be trying to look back and kind of see like how it was when we was there, bro. So I don't know why I just went to think. I'm like, man, how many times did we actually went out and, like, you know what I'm saying, through routes and stuff? You know what I'm saying? I was just like, I don't remember it being, especially around this time of the year, I don't remember it being a thing. You know what I'm saying, bro? I don't really remember it being a thing. Like, I know we did it a ton of times over the summer, but I'm trying to see, like, you know what I'm saying, was it kind of in this magnitude in a sense? So like I said, I don't really remember. I just remember me and you putting in work, bro. I don't remember like so much of like us getting work in with the quarterbacks and stuff as much as we needed to. Like we did, but I don't think it was like enough that we should. So so I think it was I think it was just good that we was able to see those guys run around a bit, see who the guys was. Got a chance to chop it up with Brock. Finally met in person, so it was good seeing him. That boy Brock like this, boy.
Hey, Brock got that size on him.
Hey, I seen Brock. I'm like, okay. my boy got a little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nah, Kenny? Bro, Kenny, Kenny, CJ. So yeah, bro, it was good. It was like I said, it was good seeing them boys run around, man. Being able to see them boys build that relationship amongst each other. But as far as Junior Day, bro, I think one of the highlights to me, bro, was kind of how the offense is selling themselves, bro. I think that's the highlight, like, for them to have that PowerPoint up and show like what Stein was able to do the last 3 years, having a top 5 offense, you know what I'm saying, the last 3-4 years, and then seeing what Sloan is doing, what he's been. So I think that was a huge highlight to be able to see, like, if I'm a receiver and I'm coming in and seeing those type of stats, and then they got the film to back it up behind it, seeing guys, you know what I'm saying, seeing how the offense is being shifted one way so we can get more one-on-one coverage, you know what I'm saying, disguising different plays and stuff so guys can really get the ball in their hands, and seeing that it spread, you feel me, seeing how they spread the wealth. So I think that was kind of like the highlight. You know, we offensive guys, bro, so getting a chance to, but I thought it was dope getting a chance to introduce ourselves to the receivers and you having your picture on the wall, you know what I'm saying, bro? I think that was kind of dope, bro. You out there talking to the guy because they look right there, see your picture on the wall, yeah, I did that, yeah. You know what I'm saying, bro? So, Junior Day was dope, bro. Just being able to, I don't know, having the ability to be in and out. You know what I'm saying? We started in Junior Day, and then we left, went to go train Fred, charted up with a couple of the guys on the team, and then been able to tap back into Junior Day and send into the position meetings. So I think that was kind of like the highlight of that Saturday to me, bro. And ultimately being able to shake hands with everybody. Funny, me and Sloan had a moment that my memory so bad that I'm getting older, man, I just be forgetting. So I just be needing people to remind me, bro. So it's just crazy that Sloan was somebody that recruited me out of high school, and I was like legit remember him when he was at USF. Like I remember him legit trying to get me to go to USF, but I don't know, like so much time has passed. It was just like I forgot. And I walked up to him like, yo, Coach Sloan, you know, we haven't met yet, but you know, but he like, man, I met you already, man. I tried to get you to come to USF. And I like take a step back, and I like, oh, that is you.
Hey, that boy took the high road. That boy going to the PBN, man.
What? And then like, so man, it's crazy, man. Cause like I said, I told him, I like, if Coach Holtz would have stayed, I would have been at. We all, me, JoJo, Blake, Ashanti, we all would have been at USF. Like we wouldn't have went to Kentucky. So. And then, but ultimately, but you know how life is. It's just a crazy how life. It was just a full circle moment to kind of see us end up back where we at now. To see him represent the blue. So, man, like I said, it was a lot of good things this weekend, man. A lot of things we was able to see and build start building a relationship with some real good men. So yeah, man, like I said, the sky's the limit, bro.
Agreed. That was real good, bro. I'm glad you went back and talked about, you know, kind of how the offense is selling themselves.
Yeah,
and
they selling themselves.
Right, and it ain't like we just talking like this is what we're gonna do. It's like, no, we got proof to show this is what we've been doing. So that same formula, that same scheme, that same, you know, whatever we want to call it, is what we're now bringing to Kentucky. And it just goes to show the importance of, you know, putting the pieces together so that way we can, you know, continue having that same success that these guys have been having. You said you talked about us in you know, in a position meeting. we got to shake hands with Joe Price. Man, it seems like, first he seems like just a great guy. You know, just a great human being. So that's, you know, that's always first. That's what, being at 30 years old now, looking back at college, I think what I would have wanted to have was just somebody who someone outside of, you know, just my peers, you know, obviously you and, you know, and the rest of the guys, but a coach to be able to be honest with and to get, you know, to receive some, you know, just honest feedback, with just whatever it is, and just, you know what I mean, that I could feel comfortable doing that with. I can't say that I had, you know, a lot of that during my, you know, during the playing time there. But you know, but Joe Price seems to be like a stand-up guy, you know, a high quality guy, and that's what these kids need. You know, that's what these kids need. We need somebody who, obviously, we got to be developed, but at the end of the day, too, like, more than half of that team is not, well, 90% of the team is not from Lexington, Kentucky. Right. Meaning that they family not there, you know what I mean? So we out there on our own. So being able to have a position coach, someone that we can relate to, talk to, you know, not just a football player, but just as a human, he gave me great vibes. You know, he gave me great vibes, as well as, again, his experience and, again, the proof that they've been showing. But tell me the vibe that you got from, being in the receiver room with, with JP3.
Oh yeah, JP3. Nah, man, it was good, man. I just like how something that was kind of new for me too was just like him. He got two other receiver coaches in there with him. Assistant coaches with Coach Fleming and I forgot my boy name. My bad, bro. I forgot your name, bro. Snap, yeah, that boy Snap. So I think it was lit how he gives everybody a voice. To say something. Like he, obviously he, the head receiver coach. He starts it off, but he let those other coaches kind of let the receiver coach what type of flavor they getting with them as well too. He was able to sit down and kind of pretty much let the receiver know what type of coach he's going to be, and then the other two was able to show that as well too. So I think that was good. And then also too, bro, being able to, when he was showing film on receivers, man, we talked to him about it afterwards, just saying how like you kind of giving your receivers the leeway to get open. Because the name of the game is just getting open. So there was so many times where like as receivers we're required to do this and that. On different routes and stuff like that, but in this offense, it almost looks like, like the best, like whatever the best release is, whatever the best way to get in and out these breaks or whatnot, but like they give you the leeway to pretty much just get open. So I think that was something that was highlighted when I was being in that receiver room. And also too, man, like I said, it's just a family feeling up, man. Just pretty much letting them know like the goal at hand, pretty much letting everybody know like what they can in Kentucky to do to continue the success. Everybody in the building done had some high success, so it's all about them bringing that over and then continuing that success. So I think that was kind of the gist of what I got from it, bro. It was real good to be back in those in that receiver. I think you was you sitting in your old chair, or was you a seat over? I think you were sitting in your old chair.
Yeah, I was in the old chair.
Yeah, my boy was sitting in his old chair, so it was just like I said, it was just like it was just a good feeling to being in the building, man. It kind of gave you that feel that when we was, when we was there. But now, being led with these new group of men, like I said, I know it's exciting. I'm a guy that know how it feels to be in the building with a whole brand new coaching staff, because I was part of Coach Stoops' first class, so I understand like what the feel is like and stuff like that. But comparing it to then and now, like it's way, like obviously it's way different, like way different, like. We got a lot of offensive minded people in the building that's in the higher ups. So I think it should be like some really exciting times for like if you just looking at it just Kentucky offense. Like I think fans should be super excited, man, because what we seen from the plays we seen that's going to be dialed up, and the guys that we know we got in the building, like fire them cannons. You know what I'm saying? Fire the cannons.
Fire the cannons.
Fire the cannons.
That's good, bro. I couldn't agree with you more. I couldn't agree with you more. And you said, I'm glad you said that also too. You talk about just obviously a kind of primary receiver coach, but then we have a couple more too, Parker and Snap. But that I think with that also does it can give them more a better like ratio to receivers.
Right.
So we have 9 receivers. I don't know how many we have. Maybe 8.
I don't know how we got. Yeah, I don't know how we got.
But we got this coach, and not saying they're just focusing on them, but they can focus more on this certain group here, while the other coaches, are handling, say, the next group of 4 or whatever it is, 2, 3, however it looks. So it is good to see. I think with that, what that shows me is that Stein himself, or whoever, Stein the head man, so I know he the last one to sign off on it. But these guys they're looking for definitely details. You know what I'm saying? I feel like for us to really, because it's not just the receivers. I think maybe like with the D line too. I think there are quite a few coaches under the D line, the D line name. So more coaches, more more resources, more help. So a lot more hands. So that was good. I've never seen that. We've always had 2, but I've never in my freshman year we had. Oh yeah, we was 1 really. I mean,
yeah, I was about to say we ain't had 2 till I think LT got in the building. I think Maynard was by himself, to be honest.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I don't even know who else would have been with Maynard.
Yeah. So that was, that was good to see. It was good to see. So, like you said, yeah, I think the fans, fans, they can expect big things because, coming from the players, you can see it's a lot of new faces in there, but you can see that the boys ready. Again, like you said, on the Saturday it was freezing cold, snow on the ground. Obviously, they in the indoor, but you got to leave your house to travel in that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's mandatory that that they need to be there, but the fact that they are there it wasn't just a few. It looked like everybody. It looked like everybody, right? It looked like everybody. So that was good to see. And then with these coaches, with these coaches, nothing but great feels, nothing but great feels. And man, I left there with a very positive, optimistic feeling. I know definitely after leaving out that building. But then also one last thing too, with the Monarch. So, bro, did you know that with the Monarch, it's a worldwide, it's a worldwide thing. Like you're competing against other universities.
Yeah.
You knew that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool. So I did it. I didn't know that. So I guess.
Yeah, Kentucky leading.
Yeah, and then we leading.
Yeah, we leading.
We lead it, so that was new news to me, that was pretty dope.
The news that was new to me was though about how you gotta kind of pretty much subscribe to the Monarch. Like you remember, it's not something that you just buy. You like renting it for the year.
I keep on paying big dollars on that.
Big dollar. I'm hearing between 35, 50K or something like that a year. So them guys better be on there using it.
We need to see some ROI.
Well, we need to see some ROI, no lie.
Yeah. Come on now.
But no lie.
What need that?
Well, if I was JP3, I would have been on there, hey, you require this amount of hours, you require this amount of hours, you require this amount of hours. Like, y'all boys better get on that Monarch, boy. Don't make me come find you. Don't
make me come find you, boy.
Don't make me come find you.
Yeah, man.
I would have been on that Monarch, no cap. I would have been on that, man, bro. We would have popped, man, bro. The type of access we got, bro, we probably been on that Monarch 11, 12 o'clock at night, boys. Just inside the endos, just because we just want to get some work in, like. Just because, just having that access to be able to go in there at night, like, get some work in at night.
Come on, it's man. The game changing, man. The game is changing. It's evolving, and Kentucky ain't sleeping. Best believe that. Kentucky ain't sleeping. We moving with the game. We staying with it, and man, I can't wait to see us. But I can't wait to see all this thing come together, man.
Nah, for real, man. But real quick, man. You was showered in blue on Saturday. But then Sunday came, you had a little, you know what I'm saying? You had a little shadow of that red. So go ahead and let the fan know where you was at Sunday, man. But tell them who it was for though. You know what I'm saying? Obviously we know why you went. Obviously we know why you went down there, but just let them know. Just let them know what you was on.
With the Lord.
You was at where, bro?
With the Lord.
Oh, okay. You went down to Louisville.
Louisville.
They ain't like that when we got in Kentucky. They hated that we said Louisville. Louisville, it's Louisville. Louisville.
Louisville. We finally caught on.
Man, how was that, bro? I know that was a quick little trip, man. How was that? How was that little that atmosphere compared to like what you was, you know what I'm saying? Obviously compared from like Saturday to how Sunday was.
So I do want y'all to know we went down there. I had to put I had to put my pride aside. I had to put all the other stuff together and again, like we said, we started this trip. It was intended for Kentucky's Junior Day with my little cousin Yuto Kawamara Johnson. So obviously Louisville, they knew that we were coming up to Kentucky. Louisville, they spoke with him a couple of days before. So they knew it was coming up to Kentucky. Wanted to get them on campus before heading out. So again, so we made the trip. We made the trip, and again, it wasn't blue. It wasn't no blue in sight. It wasn't no blue in sight. But it was a good, you know, it was a good trip. You know, in all honesty, it was a good trip.
Cuz walked away with the offer.
I was about to say, yeah, he walked away. He walked away with that O. So yeah, man, super proud of him. Super proud of that kid. You know, got the tour the indoor of Louisville, which I've never done.
Right.
You know, so being able to see that, got to see the Heisman, you know, Lamar Jackson Heisman Trophy. That was cool. That was pretty cool. But you know, being in the building, you know, I saw that boy Marrow.
That boy Marrow.
So I you know, kicking it with Marrow, we, you know, talking, and you know, him being able to, he actually was the one to offer my cousin. So man, it was all good to me. Hey, it felt, I must admit, it felt so weird me being there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like just from the history and everything. But again,
Right.
that was a grow up Juice moment. You know what I mean? To be there, and like I said, that moment, that was big. That one for me. You know, that it wasn't about me. So, you know, being there and seeing him walk away with that offer, and you know, kind of let him navigate the place, and you know, see what they had to offer. It was a good experience. You know, it was a good experience. Also got to see Chase. We got to see Chase. I can't remember Chase's last name, but he was like Kentucky. He was on the last staff, so he's also at Louisville now, and so you know, it was good. That was good seeing, you know, a familiar face. You know, nice. He gave me a nice warm feeling. You know that. You know, he gave me a nice warm feeling. You know, he kind of showed us around the town. So it was good, man. You know, obviously Kentucky. You know, it was the junior day Sunday. It wasn't his. You know, a couple coaches. You know, kind of showing him the place. So Kentucky was, again, you know, just overwhelming love. You know what I'm saying? With, you know, again, with all the other kids in the building as well as, you know, just the event happening. But y'all know I'm still L's down, man. But you know what I mean? Hey, business is business.
Business.
Business is business, man. So I had to make the trip. Louisville, they do got some nice pizza, a nice little pizza joint out there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
that was up, bro. That was a good weekend, bro. That was a real good weekend we had, bro.
Oh yeah, nice full weekend. Nice. We going back next month, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So
We'll be back in next month for spring.
yes, sir.
Continue to show face, man.
Yeah, man. But
Nah, good stuff, bro. I think
I did get this.
song what you came home with.
Shout out to this family right here, because they say that.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't come back with no bourbon hat, did you really go to Kentucky? You know what I'm saying?
And they had a little tag. They had a little tag that said that this family, maybe we can shout them out. They said that this family who owns this particular bourbon opted to only sell it in, I believe, in Kentucky.
Oh,
so I was like, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to Florida. Let's bring it back to Florida.
You can only get this in Kentucky.
Come on, you can only get that. So, yeah, man. That was good. I can't wait to crack that thing open.
But nah, brother, good stuff, man. I think we did a great breakdown of how, you know what I'm saying, this weekend went. It was real good family vibes. Good to be back in Lex. And then, you know, looking forward to continue to be back in Lex.
Absolutely.
So,
Well, yeah, brother. Well,
then we at the end.
we're gonna take it out. I'm gonna do it right here. I'm gonna cup up with this right here.
Okay, I'm gonna water.
Let's go to tag. Cups up.
Never down.
What we gonna do with that bourbon on dirt?
So we gonna spread that all around.
You me, Juice Boyz. Back with another one.